One of the most rare turquoises available to you right now as our today's special. Okay, I want to say this, handcrafted, genuine, beautiful turquoise. This is USA, mined right here in America turquoise. Both are varieties of Kingman turquoise. The one that you see there that has more green is called ceremonial. The blue that is so blue, it almost looks like it could be enhanced, but it's not, is the brand new blue water turquoise. The silver, as I said, is all handcrafted by Native Americans. So each piece, in essence, is a one of a kind. Now, we send these pieces out, as we do with all our fine jewelry pieces. The lowest appraised price on this beautiful bracelet was $650. We will be doing this here at HSN, as I said, in Chaco Canyon. If you follow Chaco Canyon, the cuffs are always the best sellers. We'll be selling it at $399. But today, as our very best buy of the day, whether you choose ceremonial or you choose the brand new, beautiful, exclusive blue water turquoise, $299, under $50 on your charge card to bring it home. And I want to show you this. This is open in the back. So basically, we say it fits from a 5.5 to a 7 1/4. I actually have a very small wrist, 6-inch wrist. I'll be introducing you to Jennifer Wand. She is actually our liaison between the artisans and us here at HSN. She has an 8-inch wrist. It fits us both. But I think the most exciting thing, Jennifer, is to talk about hand craftsmanship and to talk about American turquoise. In fact, we're going to take you to the mine and show you where we found this gorgeous turquoise. Tell us what we're seeing here.
Right here, we're seeing the new blue water turquoise that we have found. It's a stunning teal color. And we have some miners here picking through the vein. As you can see there, how the rough is in their hand. And as from the sunlight, and when you look down, you're going to see the color of the turquoise that is there. The owner, Marty, actually was picking some of the teal color out and some of the turquoise and just showing us what type of vein that they're looking for.
Okay, I'm going to show everybody here in front of me, because honestly, when you look at this blue water, this almost, you would look at it and say, that can't be real. It looks like it's too perfect. But this is the way it's mined. And here they've actually just cut and polished the rough. So this is the new, this is the blue water. And again, it's found in Kingman, very limited. This is the debut of it, but I've got to show you my favorite. Now, on Facebook, about a month ago, Jennifer, I put this on there. Can I tell you, people lost their minds over the ceremonial. One of the Navajo's favorite turquoise, and it actually comes from the Kingman as well, but I know Jay King had told me before that they ran into this in the 60s. They hadn't seen it again since then. So we are talking about, while there has been turquoise obviously in Kingman, and it's an American mine, to find this color, enough to do a today's special, near to impossible, but we've done it. But this is the way it comes out of the mine. So this is the real color. Here it is, cut and polished. Why do they call it ceremonial?
For the ceremonial turquoise, as you can look at it, you've got the striations in the inside that look like snakes. The story goes is that there was a Navajo healer that gone to the mine, and the inspiration behind it is that when he looked and saw the green turquoise that was in there, the green is very has ceremonial different purposes, especially for snakes. There's a snake dance, snake ceremony actually that the Navajo people go through, and it's very sacred, and so that's where the name of the ceremonial green turquoise come from.
Okay, and when we talk about handcrafted, this is the artisan's culture and their heritage and their love. Tell us who put this one together.
The artisan here is Jimson Boleyn, and he's got a big family that worked with us for many years. He had also started with Running Bear and Chaco Canyon Trading, and also he's got another cousin with him called Buck. His name is Bucky Boleyn. The artisans that have worked with him are are featured as Greg Yazzie, David Lopez, Aaron Begay, and Mike Smith. And all of these artisans work together and collaborate on different pieces. And so that makes them much more of a bigger family. And so within that, Jimson has got inspiration from every single one of them. So each and every piece of their soul goes within each and every piece of jewelry.
And why are cuffs so popular in the Native American culture? Because I know you said your grandmother, you said your grandmother used to wear cuffs all up her arm.
Oh, yes. For the cuffs, they say that for the Navajo people, it is meant as a status symbol, and especially paying homage to the sky stone, the turquoise. And for the turquoise, it's meant as a stone of protection. Here you're going to see Monument Valley with the stars up above. The Navajo people say that from the stars, their ancestors come from the stars. And so when they pass away, they'll look up and they're going to see that they're going to have their whole history up, reading up on the stars.
Okay, here's the thing. We could never mass manufacture these. I want to take you on a little tour of this because you've got to see how this is done. And you've got to realize that each piece of turquoise starts from, here you can see the rough. This is the way it is popped out of the earth. Then they cut and polish it, but then they cut and calibrate each piece. But Jennifer, all the silver's done by hand.
Yes. When you look at this, you're going to see the stamping on there, the workmanship that is on there, and also we cut all the turquoise in these pieces in the shop from the rough, and we cut and inlay each from the slabs into the cuff, and it's very time consuming. But this is how we were able to get these very large pieces of turquoise.
Okay, here's the thing my producer just told me. Ceremonial, which is the green, and I'm gonna show you the two side by side one more time. This is our brand new blue water. No one has ever seen this. This literally almost looks like Sleeping Beauty because it's so clean and it's so clear, and that is the natural color mined from the Kingman mine. This is blue water debuting here tonight, but bestseller is the ceremonial. Now, I've worked at HSN for 21 years. 21 years I've worked here. In my 21 years, I've presented ceremonial turquoise 3 times. So that tells you the rarity, the collectability of it. I was talking again about when I first heard of ceremonial, they said they saw it once in the 60s, hadn't seen it again since then until recently. So actually, Angie's wearing the ceremonial as well. So you see it there on Angie. And please remember, this is open in the back, and I'll take you on a tour of the bracelet so you can see why this is going to accommodate pretty much any wrist size. We have to say 5.5 to 7 1/4, but I know Jennifer has an 8-inch wrist and she is wearing it as well. So what they do is they handcraft the silver bracelet in the back, but you can see that the turquoise is on a separate plate. Now what that means is when you pull it out like this, or when you cinch it in like this, it's not gonna pop because it's on a separate plate. But Jennifer, even what we see here, like the rope, even these beautiful flattened beads, even the little stars, which by the way are very, very classic in the Native American culture in the designs, all of that's done by hand, right?
Everything is done by hand, especially it was said that with the braiding of the rope around the stone, it is to intertwine you and the person who has made it, so you both can be together and with each other's soul.
It's amazing. It is amazing. And I got to tell you too, I wish you could reach through the screen and feel this because it is so substantial. There's so much silver involved. Keeping in mind the lowest appraised price was $650. We're doing it today, not at $399. That will be our price if there's one left at midnight tomorrow night. And that's great for a $650 bracelet, but we're doing it today at $299, under $50 on your charge card. Now again, my producer just said, if you want the ceremonial for the entire day, we have a little more than 1,300 of these. So it is conceivable by the time that I leave you at 2 a.m., the ceremonial could be, the majority of it could be gone. That's not an overstatement. Then on our brand new blue water, you gotta keep in mind, it's all handcrafted as well. It's a brand new discovery. So this is one of our today's specials that I can tell you is one of the smallest in quantity simply because it's handcrafted. These are never mass manufactured, never mass created. And don't just think of it as a Southwestern look. Obviously, part of the wonderful Native American culture and the design and in the turquoise and the symbolism, but we're gonna show you different ways to wear it because really today turquoise is a classic. And here we're showing you ways that you're gonna be able to wear it. And there you can see, just with a cute little plaid shirt, very Americana look. You throw it on. You can mix and match with patterns, polish it off with maybe just another silver piece. Then if you want to go a little, you know, a little more dressy, keeping it sleek and chic, then your pop of color comes from your turquoise. And throw in a strappy heel, you're giving it a little bit of an elegant look. And then if you want to go boho chic, you're certainly going to be able to throw on that hat and be able to wear it with a denim jacket, be able to put it back with something with suede, wear it with a white cotton dress. It really goes with anything, Jen.
It does, and this is what we call our Native American diamond, so to speak. And so this is what we wear every day, you know, t-shirt and ready to wear, dressy. And so this is something that for us, it's an everyday thing, but for others out there who represent it a lot more and just like Native American jewelry, this is a piece to get, and especially with the new style of the teal color blue water turquoise. I was told that it was found in the depth of a mine where this new vein of turquoise was found, and it said it was in a deep blue teal color, and where that particular vein was found, the water that was around it was teal in color the same way. And so we were able to thank the Cobalt family for letting us get this
exclusive,
yes,
the
exclusive
debut.
Of turquoise, and so we're happy about that.
Okay, we are so very excited. And again, lots of people are asking about the color. Here's the brand new color, the blue water. And Jennifer, we brought the piece of rough to show everybody. This is literally how they pick it out of the vein. So it comes out, this is what it looks like. Then they're gonna cut and polish it, but this is the real color. Now, something you've got to realize is, look at this, just look at this real quickly. You don't see in this one piece of rough a piece that is large enough to cut that solitaire or these solitaires without having the matrix. That means we cherry picked and hand selected the best of the best, and that's what we're doing here, right, Jennifer?
Yes, when you look at this, just imagine what Native Americans thought of the color of the turquoise, you know, coming from the ground. You would have thought that the sky had fallen. And so for those of us who had gotten the stone, that it was said that in many different sites out in Arizona and the Southwest, turquoise, coral, and, you know, bone and sinew were sewn together for different ceremonial purposes.
Okay, and again, to have it here, because you can't go to a regular store and find something that's handcrafted. Everything's mass manufactured and mass created. These are created by artisans. Now, I want to show you the choices. There's our brand new blue water. Here's our gorgeous ceremonial. We're going to talk about why they're called ceremonial one more time, because my producer said out of the ones that we have sold so far, 3 out of 4 are the ceremonial. I will promise you that this will be the first to go because it was the most limited to start with, and it is certainly the hottest seller right now. They're both gorgeous. It just depends. Do you want to go with blue that almost looks like Sleeping Beauty blue, even though it's Kingman, that's the brand new debut, or do you want to go with the ceremonial that to me looks more organic, it looks more antique because of the matrix in it. It has more of just a really almost like a sheen to it, like a gold sheen, but that's the natural matrix.
I like this because it's different, and I'm used to the black matrix and turquoise, and so this has a very special, unique look to it. And like, if you didn't hear me before, the ceremonial green comes from our favorite turquoise in the Kingman mine. And again, I'm going to say that there was a Navajo man that traveled to the Kingman mine to buy turquoise. He was blown away by the matrix in the stone, and he said it resembled the very sacred Navajo dance called the snake dance. Snakes are very sacred to the Navajo people and are only to be used by the highest medicine men. He said that the turquoise is very special and that the green is a deep, beautiful color that is also hard to get.
Okay, we got to talk though. I mean, when you look at this, it's perfection. I mean, you look at, we're showing the little stars, we're showing the beautiful, highly polished stations, that rope, that's all done by hand, right, Jen?
It is, and especially that technique comes from generation to generation. Like I said, his Jimson's uncle, Richard Boleyn, was one of our first silversmiths, and he just recently passed away, so he and his cousin Bucky, you know, represent him in spirit and try to create pieces that, you know, pay homage to their family members as well.
Okay, gotta let you know, we have about 5 minutes remaining for you to make a decision. And if you watch the Chaco Canyon shows, hands down, the beautiful cuffs are the #1 best selling category. The only thing though is, we normally don't offer a cuff at $299. We start at $399 and we go on up, especially when you consider the size of this. When you look at I mean, huge pieces, and you look at all the silver that's involved. I mean, this takes up your entire wrist. And I want to show you again, there's our brand new blue water. Here's our gorgeous ceremonial. At this point, we have a little more than 1,000 for the whole day in the ceremonial. Almost double that in the blue water. It's up to you. If you are interested in jewelry that's not just pretty, this is gorgeous. I mean, there's no question. You see it across the room. It's a statement piece. It is out of this world beautiful. But the fact that it's all about the story behind it and the culture and the history, right, Jennifer?
Yes, and especially it's important that we keep that history going. And for those of you who have bought jewelry before from us, we thank you, and because you're keeping up that cultural interest with the Navajo people, and especially for the silversmiths to come together, to bond together, and to teach each other different styles and techniques, and update their techniques as well.
Well, and also your company, Chaco Canyon, because as I said, you're the liaison to the artisans. You get to go and see them do it and hear their story, and they love their jewelry being sold on TV because it's really a preservation of their art form.
It is, and especially hearing about, their family members, and, just seeing their pieces on TV, and just for people to talk about it, just brings them a lot more inspiration to their hearts.
And by the way, we are on HSN's Facebook Live, so if you have any questions, please ask us on HSN's Facebook Live or just say hi to us. We love to have you with us, but this is a treat. This is really something that unless you're going to a wonderful exotic area in the Southwest, you're not going to find something like this. And if you do, you can see, as we said, the lowest appraised price, $650. We're doing it for $299 and doing it on FlexPay for under $50. And, when we talk about this being a Southwestern piece, it certainly is. But the thing is, you're seeing it, everybody's wearing Southwestern with all other styles of clothing today.
Oh yes, and it's funny because the driver at my hotel, when I come in all the time, he says, "Okay, Miss Juan, let me see the rocks," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I show him the pieces, and he says, "Oh, my wife would like this. My daughter would like this. It's different. It's unique." And he's more or less into gold, but he says that the color of the turquoise really comes out. It brings it pops. And so that's what really catches his eye.
And they're so comfortable. Like I said, I have a very small wrist, about a 6-inch or 6¼ wrist. And Jennifer, you have about an 8-inch wrist. This fits us both. So please know that this is going to accommodate, we can say 5½ to 7¼ but really because of the openness in the back, you don't have to worry about that. It is ultra comfortable. There's so much silver in this, and you have something that truly is a work of art. It's truly a one-of-a-kind piece because each one, even down to, see that little star? That design with the star, that's all handcrafted. That smooth area handcrafted. The beautiful rope, all handcrafted. All done in a singular fashion. That's why these aren't, we can never bring in 5,000 of these or 10,000, right, Jennifer?
Yes, and only between maybe 10 to 12 to 20 pieces, depending on the group of people who make it. You can only do so much per day. We're not machines, and so, you've got a lot of heart and soul going in each and every piece.
So only maybe a dozen, maybe a little bit more than that, depending on the day, can be produced. So it has taken us many months to get the ones that we have available for you. One day only, and I'm going to show you the difference between the two before we have to wrap it up. Ceremonial, or we have the brand new blue water turquoise. Your choice. They're both Kingman turquoise, but this is blue water, which is making its debut here today. This is the famed ceremonial, which they have run into literally since the 1960s, maybe a couple of times. rare, exotic, beautiful turquoise. We all know that today turquoise is not a trend. It is a mainstay in the American culture and in American fashions, but you're getting real, genuine turquoise at under $50 on your charge card. I know we're busy. We're gonna leave it available for you. I'm gonna show you now the matching ring, because this is where it gets exciting, that you have the opportunity to get the matching ring, the matching earrings, the matching pendant, all available for you tonight because you're here right at midnight. Look at the personality in that ceremonial. So I'm wearing this ceremonial, and on the other hand, I'm wearing the brand new blue water. And I love the elongated nature of this. This was appraised at $200. So lowest appraised price, $200. We were supposed to do it at $139, but instead we're doing it at $109.90, $21.98 on your charge card. I'm already getting updates on these. If you want the ceremonial, there are about 600 for the entire day, a little bit more than that on the blue water. But this style is also one of our most popular styles that we offer, Jennifer.
Yes, and there are 3 different artisans actually that worked on this together along with Jimson, which is Jerome Lee, Mike Smith, and Aaron Begay.
And the lengthening effect that this has on the finger too, I love that.
And I like the fact that when you look at each piece together, they're almost identical. And so you'll see 3 to 4 minds working together to have that one unique vision to look at this beauty right here.
And someone said, what's the value of the ceremonial? Well, again, when we say appraised price, what we do is we send these out. We have them independently appraised by 3 appraisers across the country. And we don't even go with the average appraised price. We go with the lowest. So the lowest appraised price on both the blue water and the ceremonial is $200. We're doing it today at $109.90 and $21.98 on your charge card to be able to bring it home. But you know, we all have a cute little denim jacket, and this just adds that extra finishing touch. We all have that long, beautiful, flowy sundress, whether it's white or maybe it's a pastel color. You put this on for your pop of color. And you know, if you really want to finish off the look, we have the gorgeous earrings. Now, to me, okay, and I'm not gonna spend your money for you, but I wanna show you this. This speaks to the value of our today's special. These earrings are $219. This is only $299. So, I mean, I want you to get the earrings, and the earrings are an amazing value at $219. But this is $299. So this is only $80 more than the earrings. So if you're still thinking about that today's special and you can buy only one piece, I'm saying get the Today Special. We have 200 in the ceremonial. We have a little bit more than that in the blue water. This is on FlexPay for $43.98. And of course, if you have your HSN charge card, you do get the additional FlexPay. The length on these is about 2 3/16 by 13/16 of an inch in the width. And you have the French wire design. And so you get a lot of that movement to it. Let's talk about the Kingman mine though, because we're so excited. I know a lot of people love to buy American gemstones, and in particular turquoise, and this is American turquoise.
This is, and especially since our other Sleeping Beauty mine is gone, Kingman turquoise has become a lot more popular, and plus with the different shades of turquoise that come from there, the blue water turquoise is going to be the most important and the most weighted one.
Okay, I want to show you the earrings just one more time before we have to wrap it up. And you've got to realize this is matching the Today's Special, but they're standalone earrings as well, because you do have that hand craftsmanship and that beautiful, look at that. All of the beautiful, from the star to the smooth to that gorgeous rope around it. Let me just turn this around real quickly, because you've got to realize how much silver you're getting in here. The value is exceptional. Okay, now we're going to move to the pendant. And the pendant was appraised at $250. We would normally do the pendant for $149. Today we're doing it for $129, and it's on FlexPay for $25.98. You have $21.66 if you're using your HSN charge card, and it's just that pristine singularity of one gorgeous big 15 by 39 millimeter pendant. And we have, of course, the ceremonial, fewer than 200. We have the blue water, about 300. And the styling of this too is really, really traditional and classic, Jennifer.
The artisan here, his name is David Lopez, and he's one of our younger artisans. He's about 21, and he's been taught by master silversmiths such as Emerson Del Garrido, Mike Smith, and Jim Simpson. And so it's great to see that, you know, their unique techniques are being passed down to this young artisan.
And by the way, I do want to let you know we do have a gorgeous liquid silver chain if you need that to go along with your pendant. But even if you didn't get the Today's Special, I mean, that is a statement piece. This is by far the most limited of all of the pieces that go back with our Today's Special. But there's just something different when you touch a handcrafted piece. There's just something different about the feel of a handcrafted piece. We're gonna leave all of the matching pieces available for you. However, far more limited than our Today's Special. So just know that if you want the matching pieces, but I gotta show you coming up, we are gonna have another gorgeous ring for you. This is Kingman turquoise, so if you bought our blue water, although this is not blue water, this would go back with it. It's $99 down from $129. First time we have ever offered it at that price, under $24 on your charge card to be able to bring it home. If you are looking for a single beautiful solitaire ring in Kingman, this was appraised at over $225. We're doing it for $99.90, and you can see big and bold and beautiful. But just as an example, look at the difference in color. This is a little lighter, that's a little darker, so it kind of gives you an idea of what our Today's Special in the blue water actually looks like. We're also going to be doing feather earrings. I know a lot of you love the symbolism with the feathers, and we will have feather earrings coming up too, and that ring for under $99 or under $100. But first, we're going to tell you more about Protection Plus. Take a look.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should something go wrong. And portable electronics feature accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
This is not just an ordinary scented candle. This is about experiences. 25 years ago, when we launched our first home fragrance brand, we quickly became the #1 luxury home fragrance brand around the world. I worked with master perfumers to create top notes, middle notes, bottom notes. When you burn my candles in your home, you never smell one moment. I'm so excited to be coming to HSN.
It's the network premiere of Homeworks by Harry Slatkin.
If it doesn't follow and pass this sniffer, it's not coming to market.
Okay, again, we are taking you to the Southwest, where this is really not just a job to produce jewelry. It's about Native American culture and history and the wonderful meanings and virtues behind each and every piece, and still crafted and created the way that they have always been doing this, handed down literally from generation to generation. You will love it. And you also get the little card that tells you that you have a beautiful Native American handcrafted work of art. So if you're giving this as a gift, a wonderful thing to give as well. And I think one of the things that I love so much about working with you and seeing this beautiful jewelry is hearing the story behind it. And our feather pieces, I know we've had the feather pendant several times. Now we have the feather earrings. Everybody always loves the story. So I'm gonna give you the information on these. I will promise you, these will be gone by the time we leave you this morning. By the way, lots of you checking out that Kingman ring. This is a gorgeous, now are you ready? Because when I say this and you look at the price, you're gonna say, Connie must be wrong. Connie's not wrong. These are Sleeping Beauty turquoise earrings. Sleeping Beauty turquoise. You have the feathers dropping down. Sleeping Beauty is no longer being mined. When it was being mined in Globe, Arizona, most of it was being shipped to Europe to be put in 18 and 22 karat gold. Really, there wasn't even a lot of it put into silver, but it is known around the world as the best of the best of the best, and has not been mined for several years. So to find Sleeping Beauty, and again, you look at this and it's so clean and so clear, it almost looks like it's not real, but it really is. And look at the little movement, because these slide around on that drop. So you have the feathers. These are, let me give you the length, 2.5 inches by 7/16. They're $23 and change on your charge card. If you happen to have your HSN charge card, $17 and change. But Jennifer, we, because they're Sleeping Beauty, only brought in a little more than 200 of these. Every single time we bring in Sleeping Beauty, without fail, it goes, because today to get anything in Sleeping Beauty is near to impossible. There are 260 of these available, so I gotta let you tell the story first of Sleeping Beauty and then of the feather.
I love this. I love this.
I know this is exciting.
My hometown turquoise. The artist in here, her name is Jenalita Ross, and she's the daughter of Navajo artist Rosie Ross. And she lives in Peru, New Mexico. She's in her 30s, and she's been silversmithing for a little over 2 years. And for those of you who don't know the backstory of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, there's a mountain out in Globe, Miami, Arizona. And in the distance, when you look at it, when the sun goes down, it actually looks like a woman lying on her back with her arms across her chest. So that's why they call it the Sleeping Beauty turquoise.
And tell us about the feather.
And for the feather, it has many different symbolisms. It can come from the eagle. It can come from many different birds of healing sources. And so there's a story about a little bird called a flicker bird. And long ago, there's a story that is said that the eagle was actually putting the different birds into rank, and to see what they're going to do. And the littlest of the bird came along, and he came behind the eagle while the eagle was talking, and was kind of poking at him and saying, what can I do for you? And trying to be a part of the pact. And the eagle looked at him, was thinking, who's this person? But so he told him, what I want you to do is fly up to the sun. So as he was talking to the other part of the group kind of forgot who he was, who that bird was. So that bird was just so determined, flew straight up into the sky, past the clouds, and straight up to the sun. And so they thought that the bird was actually gone. So the eagle and other birds went about their business. And as they were talking, you heard a loud boom behind them. So as they all turned around, there was this big hole in the ground. And so all the birds went to the hole and was looking into the hole, wondering what happened. And so the eagle, while he was standing there wondering what happened, there was this red flare. And when he looked around him, the little flicker bird, his tail feather was red and glowing. And so the eagle told him, you're going to be a bird of healing. You're going to be a source of healing, and you're going to heal those other people around you. So for different ceremonial purposes, the feather is used in protection.
Well, and then on top of that, like you said, the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which even when it was being mined, was the most sought after turquoise in the entire world. But now that it's no longer being mined, the prices are through the roof. To be able to own a piece of Sleeping Beauty turquoise is truly, oh well, I knew that would happen. We knew that would happen. You are gonna love those Sleeping Beauty feather earrings, so stay right where you are. If you're on board, you do have them. But we're gonna move to the necklace that Jennifer is wearing. I think Angie is wearing the same necklace. 62 people can have this. This is our brand new bolo necklace. Now it's 24 inches in the length. It's completely adjustable. So if you want to wear it up higher like Angie had it, or if you want to drop it down lower, you're going to be able to do it. It is a huge piece of Kingman turquoise, 29 by 23 in the size of that big piece in the center. So it has a massive piece of Kingman turquoise. But then let me just show you the adjustability, because this is on a braided a finished cord, and it's leather, so it's all in leather. And whether you, and I'll just show you the back of it just so you get an idea of the way it works. I feel like I'm gonna fall out of my seat when I try to reach. This table is so little. Okay, so there you go. Look at this. You move this up and you move this down, so you just pull on this and you can make it as long or as short as you want. And then you're gonna have the leather which is hanging down, and it's all finished. You can see right there, all finished in sterling silver at the very bottom. Now this could work for a man too, right?
Yes, this is unisex, and this is actually the first time I'm wearing a bolo. I just thought I'd put it on. It's comfortable, and it looks good. So I'm glad that I picked it out to wear, and for those of you who do pick it out, you're gonna love it. The artisan here is Albert Smith. He's also worked with Gilbert Smith, and they're known for the great stamp work. He's been silversmithing for over 15 years and is now trying to teach his grandkids how to do this artistic work. Albert is a very talented artist for his stamp work and also his bold pieces.
Oh, look at that. Look at that design. So it has the feather as well, right, Jennifer?
Yes, it has the feather, it has the leaves, you have the swirl work, and it all pertains around Mother Earth, and especially the way she moves in the wind, and especially with the sky.
So that drop, this portion right here, is 2 3/8 of an inch in the length, 1 1/4 inch in the width. And we'll show it on Angie too, like how easy it is to adjust that, to move it up and move it down, because you can completely change the look depending on where you have that center station. And it's just moving it up and down, and once it's there, it stays there, because it's a textured braided leather cord, and you have the security of having the silver in the back of it. But it is from Kingman, as we said, one of the oldest turquoise mines in the world, certainly in America, and one of the highest quality turquoise, one of the most sought after now that Sleeping Beauty has certainly been closed. Okay, we'll let you know when this one is officially sold out. $55.98 on your charge card, one of the few pieces that we have available for the gentlemen. And we do want to remind you of our very best buy of the day. Loads of you taking advantage of this. If you are a Chaco Canyon lady, you know the cuffs are the hottest selling item in Chaco Canyon. Well, today we have the ceremonial, which is the gorgeous green with the matrix, and then we have the brand new blue water, which is debuting here tonight. These were appraised, lowest appraised price, $650. We would normally do them for $399. We're doing them for $299 today, and they're on FlexPay for under $50. Here's the scoop. The ceremonial is the most popular. The ceremonial is the most limited. So you just decide, do I want that beautiful blue that is so perfect it almost looks like Sleeping Beauty, or do I want that really organic, almost antique look in that ceremonial green? Both rare, exotic, collectible. This is brand new, a brand new vein in the Kingman Mine. This is one that they've seen only a couple of times since the 60s, and all of these are individually handcrafted. They can make maybe a dozen or so a day, maybe a little bit more depending on the day. So that's our very best buy of the day. Okay, loads of people, when we have the watches, they always sell out. The last show that I was on with you, Jen, lots of people were requesting a brand new watch, and we have it for you. We have 65 of these available, and I think it's one of the best we've ever done, because in this case, you are getting the Kingman turquoise pear cut, oval cut, gorgeous round cuts. And then the face of this is beautiful mother of pearl, but blue mother of pearl, and it goes down into a genuine leather strap. The thing about this is, though, I mean, as you look at it, and I'm just gonna put it beside the Today's Special, it honestly looks like a bracelet, but it's a practical, functional timepiece as well. So if you are looking for a dynamite timepiece, if turquoise is your signature stone, if you want something different and collectible in a timepiece, this is it. Tell us about this design, Jennifer.
The artisan here, his name is Jimson Boleyn, and it's hard to believe that he's only been a silversmith for about 5 to 6 years. He's been taught by his aunt and his uncle, Richard Boleyn, who are Running Bear's first artisans, and Jimson is becoming a very talented artisan who is honing his skills, because when you look at this, you can see the different traits of the different artists that taught him and, you know, kind of took him under their wing. And so with this as his big debut, this is an awesome piece to have.
Oh, no question. And then talk to us about the way that that bezel comes up to embrace those pieces of turquoise, because that's a traditional design in Native American jewelry too, right?
It's different because of the soft tooth bezel that's on there. That's very hard to do. And for an artisan to set that in there, the different pieces have to come together, and the soldering and the cutting, the dome pieces especially give that unique look to it. And so especially with our watches, we are a free source jewelry. When you, if anything ever breaks or if your battery goes out, you can send that back to us and we can repair it for free.
Well, and also too sizing, right?
Yes, and sizing on your rings too as well. If you're not comfortable with it, you can send it to us. We can fix it for free and send it back to you as well.
And I know all of your watches usually go on to become huge customer picks. And the cool thing about the watches is, just as the bracelets, they're never mass manufactured. Look at that's all genuine silver in the back, so there's so much silver involved. But then you look at the matching of the turquoise too, and we've said within the Kingman Mind there's so many different colors of blue. Yes. So to match them as exact as they've done is so difficult, but the end result is just beautiful. And the different shapes, I love the different shapes in one piece too.
I like it because it's different. Like you said, it looks like a regular cuff, but when I had tried this on, it's so comfortable because the leather straps don't pinch, it doesn't grab you or anything. It's very comfortable and it doesn't move.
Well, and again, the face, the mother of pearl face, is just gorgeous. You see that let me just see if I can show you, because you can see it there, but when the light hits it, it moves through and you have just the prettiest display, kind of like an aurora borealis effect on that mother of pearl. And there you can see the color in the turquoise, as I was saying before, and that's the natural color.
It is, and I like the way that it all functions together. And when you see the pear-shaped look to it, it's called the cluster look. The single stone that is in the middle represents the matriarch or the patriarch of the family. That it basically the glue that brings the family together, and you have the surrounding family units along that big single stone.
Okay, look at this on Angie. By the way, it's completely adjustable because of that leather strap. You're getting a watch that will accommodate up to 8 1/4 inch in the wrist size. And of course, you can drop it down as well and make it as small as you want. But it's a great way to wear your jewelry that is also not just a beautiful piece of jewelry, but a practical, functional timepiece as well. I mean, that's the great thing about it. Oh no, okay, here we go again. I knew it would happen. We have 24 of these available. So just 24 people can get this one. If you are on board, you're gonna get it. Otherwise, unfortunately, you're not gonna get this one. And I don't know that we have any more brand new watches throughout the day today. So stay right where you are. We'll let you know when we have officially sold out of this. Okay, we have that rectangular ring coming up next at under $100. It's Kingman as well, but now we're gonna show you more of what's going on at HSN and tell you a little bit about our charge card.
Are you ready? Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Well, we are having a great time taking you to the Southwest, bringing you pieces that are Native American, handcrafted. I mean, when you think about it, that's something you do not see in stores. And if we're going even to the Southwest to find the one-of-a-kind handcrafted pieces, we're going in galleries, and then they're crazy expensive, right?
Yes, you'd have to go direct to the source, direct to the artisan to get close to even good prices like this. And so over here, you're getting a good bargain.
Absolutely. And the story. We love giving you the story. Okay, now we're moving to what could be one of our best buys in the entire show. This is our beautiful rectangular shaped ring. We always sell this at $129. It was on air last in October for $129. It was appraised at $225. So keep in mind, when we have these pieces appraised, that means the lowest appraised price was $225. We're doing it today at $99. And if you're brand new with shopping with us here at HSN and you are looking for a way to get to try Chaco Canyon for the very first time, maybe you've always loved the look of turquoise, or you just appreciate artisanship and you just love the idea of getting something that's not just a beautiful piece of jewelry but really has a story behind it. This is a good way to get to know us and a great way to try the brand. If you have that HSN charge card, you can actually do it for under $20. Otherwise, any charge card we accept, $24.98 on your charge card. Look at the amount of silver. That's one of the things, Jennifer, that I read again and again and again when I look at the reviews, is people are always blown away. And I'm just going to turn my hand over slightly so you can see even the back of it. There is so much silver involved in this. But then the solid back too, by the way, the technique to do everything we're seeing here is hand done. I think a lot of people look at it and they go, it looks so perfect. How could it be hand done? But it is.
It is. The artist in here, her name is Sadie Jim, and she's one of our fantastic silversmiths. And like you said, everything is hand cut. So you have a steel wire that the artisan uses, and each and every sliver that you see on the side is done by hand. So just imagine their fingertips, the rough edges that they have, and the hard work and dedication that goes into it. And especially with a ring with a thick shank like this, if it's a larger size, it's great for a man or a woman.
Oh, no question about it. Tell us about the antiquing or the shadow box effect.
For the shadow box, there's a story that say that when you have a shadow behind you, you always have someone to protect you. And so different artisans tend to incorporate that in their jewelry because you can never be alone. And
then one more time, I know we always have a lot of new people who are tuning in constantly throughout the show. By the way, look at this back with our today's special. We're going to have a rectangular bracelet coming up, but this just shows you these both came out of the Kingman mine. This is our gorgeous Kingman, traditional Kingman. This is our brand new blue water. So if you're still interested in this, this is going to be coming up in just about 15 minutes. But why is it that turquoise has been the favorite stone of Native Americans?
Because it's a symbolism of hope, prosperity, good luck. And when a baby is being born, you're supposed to give him a piece of turquoise so that it may protect them. And just feeling turquoise and just being around it, you get that happiness within you. So a lot of natives like to put that in their jewelry because they feel that, because you feel that closeness to the sky god, especially the sky stone that is there.
Okay, we're gonna let you have another look at this one. I wanna remind you too of the size. It's almost an inch in the length, 5/8 of an inch in the width. We have size 5 through size 12 available, so everyone gets in on this one. We're gonna leave it available for you because at this point you do have it if you're on board, but I gotta show you. First time back since selling out in October. These sold out in just a matter of moments when we had these in October. Look at this design. So we have the green ceremonial, or we have the beautiful blue from $189 all the way down to $169. I'm gonna pick up one of these and just put it on just really quickly for you, because you've gotta see. I mean, these are beautiful and they're free form. So you have the different shapes of the turquoise, and then of course surrounded by all of your handcrafted sterling silver. They're all sterling silver in the back. if you want to own one turquoise earring and you want one that makes a statement, listen, this is the one to get. You should read the reviews on this on hsn.com. People are in love with it because it looks like you're dripping in turquoise. And we have it today at an event price. Now here's the only thing, my producer said, if you want that green, there are 50 of the green. Everything that we're doing in that ceremonial turquoise is popular, to say the least. We have it available for you only while they last. And I'm gonna put this one back down and put the one that matches our today's special on. I will tell you, this would match back with your today's special green ceremonial. If you wanted to do something a little bit different in the earring, you certainly would be able to do that. So those are available for you. But we're gonna next show you, we always show you cuffs, and we love the cuffs, but to go back with our last ring, we have more of a tennis bracelet style. And I remember when we launched this one, Jennifer, this was the first time, we brought this out in August, sold out of it in August at $286. It was appraised at $540, but this was something that customers were requesting because while they loved cuffs, they also wanted something that was a little more like a tennis bracelet. I'm gonna open this one up and show you what we did. We gave you 4 individual stations on this one, and then you have the toggle style closure. Let me get you the actual, so it's 6.5 inches, but it does have an extender, so it fits up to an 8-inch wrist as well. So this was one that you did per customer request, right?
Yes, this particular piece was made by Loretta Delgarito, and so as you can see that she and Sadie Jim work together. You have 2 beautiful women working side by side and mastering each other's pieces together, and so as you can see the match that is there, 2 women have come together, to make a great bold combination together. And
how many of the artisans would you say are women?
There's a large number of women that work together, maybe about 5 to 6, but some work with their brothers, their nephews, cousins, or either their husbands as well.
And do they pass down the techniques of the silversmithing from generation to generation?
Yes, and especially there's one particular husband and wife team that actually the wife taught the husband, and so now he makes pieces that are made directly for her. He thinks about her, thinks about what she'd like, and designs a piece of jewelry, and if she likes it, that's what he would push forward.
Well, and I got to tell you, this one, because it is so uniquely different, I mean, I really love this. So if you've been collecting from Chaco Canyon, I guarantee you don't have this. My producer just said she had 69 of these. We have 69 people who can do it. And the great thing is, get it home and see it. If you don't love it, we have a wonderful return policy. We give you 30 days to return it if you don't love it. So all you've got to do is you get it home, you can test drive it, you can put it on, you can put it with all your fashions, go through your closet. I think turquoise really goes with everything. It becomes kind of like that new neutral. I mean, you can wear it with your reds. You can wear it back, we're coming out of winter, but if you were still in winter wearing it with grays and browns, it looks beautiful. If you want to put it back with pinks, you can do that. And this is truly something that you just don't see. You really just don't see this kind of a style. You always see more of a cuff look. So to get this, and you can see how flexible and how comfortable it is. And then going back to, you were saying that they take just a little piece of wire, and they create each of the beautiful indentions that you're seeing here in the silver, but it has to be perfect. They have to all look the same, because if they're off by even a little teeny fraction of a millimeter, then they have to start over. So the technique here is amazing, Jennifer.
It is, and especially with each and every artisan, they're given only a certain amount of turquoise to use, because that's what they don't have anything else to spare. They have a certain amount of silver as well, because like you said, if anything's off, they'd have to, set it aside, and that's waste income. And there's a lot of families out there that live out on the bush, away from the city, because the different months they have to come out into the city, get their provisions, and go go and live back on the land. And so with that, you're supporting family members out there on the Navajo reservation.
Is it something that is still a very popular profession
Yes.
for them to, so the jewelry
yes.
making, yeah.
And especially you would see the different artworks that they have, the different styles and techniques of jewelry making, silversmithing. A lot of new artisans are branching out with different techniques, and it's great to see them, and it's great to see them putting that effort forward. There's classes that are coming out into the city where Native Americans live now, different Native Americans, and they're offering silversmithing work. And if you're willing to learn, you know, they're willing to teach you.
How long does it normally take to become a silversmith?
It depends on the person. One
Right,
person
some people
can
just
pick
get
up
it,
like
right.
that, but other people, you know, it takes some time. And I think our youngest artisan's about 19.
Wow.
So he's starting out young, but he's
How
learning.
old is your oldest artisan?
The oldest would be maybe between 60, 70 years old, maybe 75, but he's like the quick thinker of everybody else because he teaches everybody, he catches everything, and he's willing to teach you. And so, like he said, if you're willing to learn, you listen first, and then you listen with your eyes afterwards, because you have to look at what they do in order to take their technique.
You know what, that is a good thing. I'm gonna remember that, listen with your eyes. When I'm talking to my son and he's ignoring what I'm saying, I'm gonna be like, listen with your eyes.
You don't say nothing, yes.
We'll see if that works for me. Okay, they're telling us we've got to wrap this one up. We will let you know when it is officially sold out. There is not another bracelet like that in our entire show. So if you love the idea of a tennis bracelet with turquoise, we have maybe 2 dozen of these available. Maybe about 2 dozen of them. You do have that if you're on board. So thank you so much for your calls for that one and being on hsn.com, grabbing it. Again, first time back since August and first time at this event price. Now, we mentioned our earrings one time. These earrings, if you want to have just one gorgeous pair of earrings in your collection, these are Kingman turquoise. We have, okay, if you want the green, the ceremonial green, we have 40 of them available. If you want the Kingman blue, we have a little bit more. Now, you and I sold these out. We launched these back in October. We sold these out in about 2 minutes. And at that time, we only had the gorgeous blue. We've added the ceremonial today. This was originally $189. They're now $169.90. They're on FlexPay for $33 and change on your charge card. If you happen to have your HSN charge card, you are gonna get the extra FlexPay, which would be $28.32. Let me do it this way. I just wanna give you an idea on the size of these. You can see that they are about, from top to bottom, about 2 inches in the length. But the cool thing about these, the thing I love about them is they're all free form. So you know when you see this that this is a specialty piece. This is not a piece that you would ever see at retail. This would be reserved for galleries.
Yes, and this particular artisan here, his name is Bucky Boleyn. He's the son of one of our very first artisan, Richard Boleyn, and he has, every single time he makes a piece of jewelry, he always thinks about his father who has passed, and he wants to instill both their knowledge and in his memory of him, and he wants to protect his memory, and so he thinks about him when he makes the piece of jewelry, and so when you think about it, you have 2 artisans together working on the one piece.
Well, oh my gosh, okay. In the green, last call, we have 3 dozen of these gorgeous earrings. Everybody's loving the green today. But the blue is that classic, beautiful Kingman blue. I know that they were saying that last year when they went to Tucson, because you know, the Sleeping Beauty has been gone, is mined out. Now everybody is clamoring for Kingman, and they were saying the prices had gone up as much as 6 and 7 times because there was a line at Marty's booth at Tucson. Everybody wanted Kingman turquoise. Well, we have it, and not only do we have it, but we have the ceremonial green, which is far more rare than the blue, and we have that blue that is now the new standard for blue turquoise.
Even though I live in Arizona, I've yet to take a trip out to the Tucson Gem Show. I've gone to the smaller ones. But
we need to go next year. Jennifer, you and I need to, Jennifer and I, we need to go. So I'm just saying, we need to go. No, seriously. I mean, I've always wanted to go too. That's on my bucket list.
Stories, and they're like, you live in Arizona, why don't you go? But with picking out pieces like this, and especially for people to come and want Kingman turquoise, that I can't imagine what Marty was feeling, because they're coming out from the woodwork everywhere. And so now's the time to get, this style of turquoise, and especially these particular colors.
Well, and look at that green. Back with our today's special. Oh, they're making us wrap this up. If you are on board, you're gonna get it. But now, the very best buy of the day. If you've ever wanted that big, bold, beautiful handcrafted cuff, we have it for you. Take a look, our today's special. Okay, here we go. This is something I really never thought I would see, because I have the pleasure of doing a lot of the Chaco Canyon shows, and traditionally our bracelets start at $3.99. This will be $3.99 here at HSN as well. The lowest appraised price on this bracelet was $650. We will be doing it at $3.99, but one day only, $2.99 on FlexPay for under $50. There's your ceremonial, and we're gonna start with that because it is by far the most limited for the day. Then right beside that, we have the brand new blue water. Let's start, we'll actually start there, because we are debuting this color here today. Blue water, never been on the air before. No one has had the opportunity to get it. They're both from the Kingman mine in Arizona, but the blue, let's go to the blue water first and tell us why it's so special, Jennifer.
For the blue water comes from the Cobalt family mine out in Kingman, Arizona. And as you can see here on the screen, you can see that one of the different miners are going out and showing you the different parts of the rough that are coming out of the mine, especially with this particular vein. It is said that within this vein there was a pocket of water that was teal in color, so that's why they call it the blue water turquoise. And you can see here Marty with other people just looking out and just scouting around for different turquoise that are around there. So when you look at that, you're going to see that's where it comes from. And especially if you're going to see the green, which is later, the blue water has more of a deeper, darker, like more of an ocean color, as you can say. And so this is the artisan Jimson Belen's debut of his big collection, and he works especially with different artisans that are gonna, collaborate with him on different types of cuffs and rings and earrings and pendants as well.
Okay, we've got to talk about the ceremonial though. There's your blue water, which is brand new, but the ceremonial right now, 85% of you who have ordered the today's special already have ordered the ceremonial. What that means, and the only reason I'm telling you this, is because this will be the first to go. The ceremonial, if you want something more organic looking, if you want something that almost looks like antique turquoise because of the beautiful